Listen, I need to be straight with you about something that might change how you think about leg strength as you age. After reviewing hundreds of studies on muscle health in older adults, Dr. Nereta has discovered something fascinating. The decline in leg strength that most people think is just normal aging, it's actually much more preventable than we've been told. Here's what really happens. Around age 50, our bodies start producing less of certain proteins that help maintain muscle tissue. This process, which researchers call sarcopenia, leads to gradual muscle loss. But here's the encouraging part. Recent research shows that the right nutrition choices can significantly slow this process down and, in many cases, even help rebuild strength you thought was gone forever. A comprehensive study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 2,000 adults aged 65 and older for 5 years. What they found was remarkable. People who consistently ate certain nutrient dense foods maintained significantly better leg strength, balance, and mobility compared to those who didn't. We're talking about real improvements in everyday activities like climbing stairs, walking longer distances, and getting up from chairs without assistance. The truth is, your diet plays a massive role in how your muscles age. And the good news, you don't need expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. In this video, Dr. Nereta is going to share 5 foods that research consistently shows can help maintain and even improve leg strength as you age. These aren't miracle foods. They're just smart nutritional choices backed by solid science. Before we dive in, Dr. Nereta would love to know where you're watching from and what your biggest challenge is with staying active. Drop a comment below. Dr. Nereta tries to read and respond to as many as possible, and your experiences might help someone else watching right now. All right, let's get into it. Starting with number 5. Number 5, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are one of the most underrated foods for supporting healthy muscles as you age. Let Dr. Nereta explain why they're so valuable. Sweet potatoes are loaded with complex carbohydrates, which give your muscles the steady energy they need to function properly. Unlike simple sugars that cause energy spikes and crashes, the carbs in sweet potatoes release slowly, providing sustained fuel for your daily activities. But there's more to it than just energy. Sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, with one medium potato containing about 540 micrograms. Potassium is essential for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. When you're low on potassium, you're more likely to experience muscle weakness and those annoying leg cramps, especially at night. Many older adults don't get enough potassium in their diets, which can contribute to feeling weaker than necessary. The orange color in sweet potatoes comes from beta carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. This vitamin supports healthy cell function throughout your body, including in your muscles. Research has shown that adequate vitamin A intake is associated with better muscle strength in older adults, though we're still learning exactly how this connection works. Now, here's something interesting. Studies of populations known for longevity, like those in Okinawa, Japan, show that sweet potatoes are a dietary staple. While we can't say the sweet potatoes alone are responsible for their health, they're clearly part of a pattern of eating that supports staying active into old age. The best way to prepare sweet potatoes? Keep it simple. Baking or steaming them with the skin on preserves the most nutrients. The skin contains fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. Stable blood sugar matters for muscle health because big swings in glucose can interfere with how your body uses protein to maintain muscle tissue. Try to include sweet potatoes in your diet 3 to 4 times per week. Have them with a small amount of healthy fat like olive oil or avocado, since the beta carotene is better absorbed when eaten with fat. They make a great side dish for lunch or dinner, or you can even have them mashed for breakfast with a bit of cinnamon. Sweet potatoes lay a solid nutritional foundation, but this next food takes things up a notch when it comes to muscle support. Number 4, fatty fish like salmon or sardines. If Dr. Nereta had to recommend one type of food for maintaining strong legs as you age, fatty fish would be at the top of the list. Let's break down why the research is so compelling here. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and herring are packed with high-quality protein. A 3-oz serving of salmon contains about 20 grams of complete protein, meaning it has all the essential amino acids your body needs to maintain and repair muscle tissue. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein, so getting enough high-quality protein becomes even more important. But protein is just the beginning. Fatty fish are one of the best food sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Multiple studies have shown that omega-3s help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in muscle tissue. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the factors that contributes to age-related muscle loss. By helping to control inflammation, omega-3s may help slow down muscle decline. There's also compelling research on omega-3s and protein synthesis. A study in the journal Clinical Science found that omega-3 supplementation enhanced the muscle-building response to protein and exercise in older adults. While this was a supplementation study, eating fatty fish regularly provides these same beneficial omega-3s naturally. Here's another crucial benefit. Fatty fish, especially salmon and sardines, are excellent sources of vitamin D. Many older adults are deficient in vitamin D, which is a problem because this vitamin plays a key role in muscle function. Research has linked vitamin D deficiency to decreased muscle strength and increased fall risk in older adults. Getting adequate vitamin D through diet and sensible sun exposure can make a real difference. When it comes to sardines specifically, eating them with the bones gives you a bonus dose of calcium, which is important not just for bone health but also for proper muscle contraction. One can of sardines with bones can provide around 350 milligrams of easily absorbed calcium. Now, let's talk about practical application. Aim to eat fatty fish at least twice per week. If you're new to sardines, try them mashed on whole grain toast with lemon juice and a sprinkle of pepper. For salmon, baking or grilling it with herbs and lemon is delicious and preserves the omega-3 content. Wild-caught salmon generally has higher omega-3 levels than farmed, but both are nutritious options. If the taste of fish isn't your favorite, start small. Even one serving per week is better than none. You can also try mixing canned salmon into salads or making simple fish cakes with herbs and breadcrumbs. Fatty fish provides the protein and anti-inflammatory compounds your muscles need, but this next food offers something different that's equally important for leg strength. Number 3, beans and legumes. Beans might not seem exciting, but stay with Dr. Nereta here because the research on beans and muscle health is actually pretty impressive. Black beans, kidney beans, lentils, chickpeas, all of these are nutritional powerhouses for maintaining leg strength as you age. First, beans are an excellent source of plant-based protein. 1 cup of cooked black beans provides about 15 grams of protein. While plant proteins aren't quite as efficiently used by the body as animal proteins, eating beans with whole grains like brown rice creates a complete protein that gives you all the essential amino acids your muscles need. What makes beans particularly valuable is their unique combination of nutrients. They're rich in iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles. They provide magnesium, a mineral that's crucial for muscle relaxation and preventing cramps. About 60% of older adults don't get enough magnesium, which can contribute to muscle weakness and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs. Beans are also loaded with fiber and something called resistant starch. Here's where it gets interesting. This resistant starch feeds beneficial bacteria in your gut, and these bacteria produce compounds that may help reduce inflammation throughout your body. Emerging research suggests that gut health and muscle health are more connected than we previously thought, though scientists are still working out the details. The folate in beans is another key nutrient. Folate supports healthy cell division and repair, which matters for maintaining muscle tissue. Studies have shown that low folate levels are associated with decreased muscle strength in older adults. Now, Dr. Nereta knows what some of you might be thinking. Beans can cause digestive discomfort. Here's how to minimize that. If you're using canned beans, rinse them thoroughly under water to remove some of the compounds that cause gas. If you're cooking dried beans, soak them overnight and discard the soaking water before cooking. Adding herbs like cumin or fennel during cooking can also help with digestion. Start gradually if beans aren't currently part of your diet. Begin with half a cup a few times per week and slowly increase as your digestive system adjusts. Your gut bacteria will adapt over time, and the discomfort typically decreases. Try to include beans in your meals 4 to 5 times per week. Add them to soups, salads, or have them as a side dish. Mash them and season with garlic and olive oil for a simple spread. Hummus made from chickpeas is an easy way to get legumes into your diet as a snack with vegetables. Beans provide steady, sustained nutrition for your muscles, but this next food offers something your muscles need every single day. Number two, eggs. Let's talk about eggs because they're one of the most practical and effective foods for supporting muscle health as you age. For years, eggs got a bad reputation because of cholesterol concerns, but more recent research has largely cleared them. For most people, eating eggs in moderation doesn't negatively impact heart health, and the benefits for muscle maintenance are significant. Here's what makes eggs special. One large egg contains about 6 grams of high quality protein with an excellent balance of all the essential amino acids your body needs. The protein in eggs is considered the gold standard for biological value, meaning your body can use it very efficiently for building and maintaining muscle tissue. But it's not just about the protein. The yolk, which many people used to throw away, contains important nutrients that support muscle function. Egg yolks are rich in choline, a nutrient that helps your nervous system communicate with your muscles. This matters for coordination, balance, and the ability to control your movements precisely. Adequate choline intake is associated with better physical function in older adults. Eggs also provide vitamin D, B vitamins including B12, and minerals like selenium. Vitamin B12 is particularly important because many older adults don't absorb it well from food. B12 deficiency can contribute to weakness and fatigue, so getting it from multiple dietary sources helps. Research has shown that eating whole eggs, not just egg whites, leads to greater muscle protein synthesis. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating whole eggs after resistance exercise stimulated muscle building 40% more than eating just egg whites with the same protein content. The nutrients in the yolk appear to enhance your body's ability to use the protein. Here's a practical tip about timing. While you don't need to be overly rigid about when you eat, having protein-rich foods like eggs within a few hours after physical activity can be beneficial. Your muscles are particularly receptive to nutrients after you've used them. So, having eggs after a morning walk, for example, is a smart choice. As for preparation, gentler cooking methods preserve more nutrients. Poached, soft-boiled, or scrambled over low heat are all good options. Avoid cooking eggs at high heat until they're rubbery and dry, as this can make the protein slightly less digestible. How many eggs should you eat? For most healthy older adults, 1 to 2 eggs daily is perfectly reasonable and beneficial. Some people can comfortably eat more. If you have specific health concerns or dietary restrictions, check with your healthcare provider. But for most people, eggs are a safe and valuable food for maintaining muscle strength. Try having eggs for breakfast with whole grain toast and vegetables, or make a veggie-packed omelet for lunch. Hard-boiled eggs make convenient snacks. The key is consistency. Regular protein intake throughout the day is better for muscle maintenance than getting all your protein in one meal. Eggs provide daily support for your muscles. But this final food on our list offers something truly special when it comes to fighting inflammation and supporting recovery. Number 1, leafy green vegetables. Here's Dr. Nereta's number 1 recommendation, and it might surprise you because it's not a protein source. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard are absolutely essential for maintaining strong legs as you age. Let Dr. Nereta explain why the research on leafy greens and muscle health is so convincing. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed nearly 1,400 older adults for 3 years. The researchers found that people who ate just 1 serving of leafy green vegetables daily had muscle strength equivalent to people 11 years younger compared to those who rarely ate leafy greens. Let that sink in for a moment. 1 serving daily, and the difference in muscle function was equivalent to being over a decade younger. So, what's in leafy greens that makes them so powerful? First, they're loaded with nitrates. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that improves blood flow to your muscles. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscle tissue, which supports both function and recovery. Some research suggests that dietary nitrates may even help muscles contract more efficiently. Leafy greens are also rich in vitamin K, which plays a role in bone and muscle health. Studies have found associations between adequate vitamin K intake and better physical function in older adults. 1 cup of raw spinach provides several times your daily vitamin K requirement. These vegetables provide magnesium, calcium, folate, and iron, all nutrients that support muscle function. They're also packed with antioxidants that help combat oxidative stress, which is one of the factors that contributes to muscle aging. While we can't stop aging, reducing oxidative damage may help slow some of the functional decline that comes with it. Here's something else worth noting. Leafy greens are very low in calories but high in volume and nutrients. This means you can eat generous portions without worrying about excess calories while flooding your body with beneficial compounds. This nutrient density is exactly what older adults need. Lots of nutrition without excessive calories. The best way to get the most from leafy greens is to eat them both raw and cooked. Raw greens and salads preserve vitamin C and some of the enzymes, but cooking greens, especially lightly steaming or sautéing them, actually increases the availability of certain nutrients like iron and calcium. Cooking also reduces the volume, making it easier to eat larger amounts. Here's a simple approach. Add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs. Have a side salad with lunch. Sauté kale or collard greens with garlic and olive oil as a dinner side dish. Blend spinach into smoothies where you won't even taste it. Aim for at least one serving daily, and 2 servings is even better. If you're on blood-thinning medication, talk to your doctor about leafy greens, since vitamin K can interact with some medications. For most people, though, the more leafy greens, the better. Putting it all together, here's the bottom line. Maintaining strong legs as you age isn't about finding one magic food or supplement. It's about consistently eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods that support muscle health. These 5 foods, sweet potatoes, fatty fish, beans, eggs, and leafy greens, work together to provide the protein, vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds your muscles need to stay strong. Start by adding 1 or 2 of these foods to your regular routine. Don't try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Small, consistent changes are more sustainable than dramatic ones. Maybe this week you commit to having salmon twice or adding spinach to 1 meal daily. Build from there. Remember, food is just one piece of the puzzle. Staying physically active, even with simple activities like walking, is crucial for maintaining muscle strength. The combination of good nutrition and regular movement is what really makes the difference. Your legs have carried you through life, and with the right nutritional support, they can continue serving you well for years to come. It's never too late to start making better choices for your muscle health. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Dr. Nereta will be sharing more science-based nutrition and health information specifically for staying strong and active as you age.